And it's red in the center and blue all around, with a ribbon of gold in between. And it's bigger than Texas and flatter than Spain, and it's the best country I've ever seen. His name's Chris Curran, but they call him Mr. Plastic because this Mildura-based inventor from Integrated Recycling has come up with a plastic made from plastic waste, from which you can build almost anything.
Where did it all begin? Around a bottle of red.
There's many good ideas too.
Has the a trip to San Francisco with Austrade in 204, looking for an alternative to an arsenic-treated pine post. These are the old treated pine posts with arsenic, and the problem with them that they snap at ground level.
What about the arsenic content?
And the arsenic gradually leaches into the ground. So we're one of the last two countries in the world, New Zealand and Australia, the last two countries in the world to actually have to pull them out. So what I've come up with is an alternative, a recycled plastic post made from Australians' farming waste.
What was the main hurdle?
The main hurdle, I think, was originally I left school at 13 or 14, so there's a lot of challenging when you don't know the basics of plastic to start with. But I put it to, like a kindergarten kid, you can teach them anything. A high school kid, they'll question you. So I didn't question the boundaries of plastic.
So what's the main difference with this and other sort of plastic products that we've tried?
Well, the main difference of this, what I've worked on, is to insulate the plastic so there's actually no heat build up on any one point.
So it doesn't go like
so it doesn't go like spaghetti and follow the sun.
When did you know you had something special?
About 6 months after we started the business, I was at a nanotechnology show in Mildura, and two guys from the CSIRO were there, and I was actually after a microchip to put in plastic pellets for tracking for the army. And I showed them a bit of my plastic and I said, is it possible to put a bit of microchip in this? And they said, what is it? Where can we get it? So I took them and showed them through the factory, and within 2 hours they had us down there encouraging us to patent it.
This has got applications right across the board.
We're into about 32 different industries already, and it grows monthly. But I'm only allowed one idea a month, so
you're right.
By the handbrake. People demanding answers to a lot of problems in their industry, from the oyster industry to anything that's treated with arsenic, even down to playground equipment, playground edging, picnic tables, everything like that. Anything that was used treated pine before. Housing frames, things like the beehive industry, you know, you don't even think that they're using timber, but they're using timber, they can't treat it. So we make plastic pallets for the timber, the bee industry.
So effectively we're going green with plastic.
We're going green with plastic.
Which is a bit of an irony, really, isn't it? Here we were thinking plastic was the enemy.
Yeah. Once you start working with waste, it just keeps coming at you, you know, how can you recycle this, how can you recycle that? So everybody from Boeing, you know, aircraft have approached me, you know, how can you help us? And now the big thing is find an answer for our waste, because it's going to cost us heaps. With the carbon credit coming along, we hope to be able to go back to companies with, we'll take your waste, make you something you can use. So that's a good win for their shareholders and their directors, and a good win for Australia. So,
and for you.
And for us, yeah. Being brought up in the Mallee, the farmers are the inventors because they need to. You know, if you can't find it or you can't buy it, you invent it. So, and this is what we've done.
And it's red in the center and blue all around, with a ribbon of gold in between. And it's bigger than Texas and flatter than Spain, and it's the best country I've ever seen.